Are you saying then, are you confirming that story then, that policemen were actually brought in from Lagos and Abuja?
Look, I'm not in any way saying where and how policemen got into Rumi. It is the duty of the police commissioner, whose duty it is to make sure there is law and order on that day, to bring in policemen to secure the place. So if he does that, who am I? Okay, it is his responsibility to bring in Nigeria police. I'm happy that he didn't say, like they did, that we overwhelmed them with talks. And again, policemen were there making sure that the electorate were allowed to vote.
Okay. Then, you know, there were two parts to the accusation. There was the accusation of the police, and there was also the accusation that, you know, the police stations turned to collating centers. Is that true?
I'm happy about that question. Now, I just read the law to you. There was supposed to be a collating center in Esan Northeast local government. Today, ask Ogo and Oshomole where that collation or collating center was located in my local government. Now, a man had just finished his job. A returning officer from the... I understand the process of conducting a local government election. The man had just finished his job at the ward level. His duty now is to go to the next level of submitting his result to the local government collating officer. Now, the man got to the traditional collating center. Nobody was there. He went to ESEC office under lock and key. And this man had sensitive material, both sensitive and non-sensitive material. I want to ask you, where do you expect the man to go to? And this was at about 4 o'clock. And by this time, APC were already rejoicing. You can ask any person. They were already dancing on the street of Rome. By this time, the man left with his sensitive and non-sensitive material so that he will not be attacked on the road, went to the police station and when they got there, they asked him, why are you here? Look, I am supposed to submit this paper to the collating center. Nobody there. At the ESEC office, nobody there. I called the man. His phones are switched off. I have sensitive materials with me. And the man made a statement to that effect. And if that is correct, that collation was going on at the police station, my dear, where did Ogo got his result? It's a very simple question. That is why I'm saying that the fourth estate of the realm must save this nation. Because they watched the process to the end. They were there, they saw it all. And we were all in Uromi, still struggling with the process of making sure that this election is concluded. When we heard on the news that Ogo was somewhere in Benin announcing results. It's such an unfortunate thing.
Did you have any representative present while that result was being announced?
No. It was Israel Yamo, the Attorney General of the state, and some other few ACM members. Like I said, that took Ogo from home and struggled him into ESEC office.
No. What Chamberlain is asking is, for instance, if you have your own agent, party agent, who was present.
Now that's what I just said. You also just said. Now the process is such that you are not even expected to send any person to Benin. There's nothing to do in Benin. The process ends in my own local government.
But you must also have your party man or woman standing there.
Where?
As an agent.
Where
the election is.
What is his duty and responsibility?
Oh, you didn't have anyone there.
I said you are not expected. It's like you don't seem to understand the process that ends at the local government. It's like elections are going on in a state. Upcoming in a state, and you are saying that you are supposed to have agent with Jega in the Abuja.
No,
that is the process. That is the process that played out.
Okay, so what you're saying is that from what we get from you.
Yeah.
For instance, now assuming the election was being conducted in the states.
Yeah.
So all the local governments have their returning officers, or the electoral officers, who ultimately will announce the final results collated from the ward.
Yes.
So in this case, if it were the states, they collect everything and then in the case of Ogo, can now announce. But in the case of a local government,
that is the law.
It's different.
That is the law. That is the law. That the results should be announced. I'm holding a copy. I said, like I said at the beginning, that what Ogo did was to apply the rule of the thumb. That is the law. That the returning officer, in short, it is not Ogo's responsibility to announce this result. That was why Ogo went on to publish, to advertise, looking for a returning officer to be so appointed. So Ogo have no responsibility on the 22nd of October to so perform.
Did your party make arrests, of some key APC members, because that's another accusation from the APC, that most of its key members were arrested on that day.
Well, as I speak to you now, there were even more PDP members taken on that day because Ogo, in an attempt to rig the election.
What do you mean taken?
Arrested them. In an attempt to rig the election, in one breath, he said there will be no movement on that day. In another breath, few minutes before 8 o'clock on Monday, and now that movement is free. In a local government where you wanted a free and fair election. So they had the opportunity of importing talks into Urumi.
Didn't BDP also have the opportunity?
No, we are not prepared to rig any election. Let me tell you, I did not contest the election with Samobo. I contested that election because he knows that on ground there, what the people wanted, having said them credibly well, they wanted me to repeat that for them. But unfortunately, like I said just now, that was stolen, but we will retrieve it. Because as I speak to you, we have the 11 results from the 11 wards given to our councillor.
I was going to ask,
yes.
How did you get these 11 results?
I think we need, that's what I said at the beginning, we need to get the process right, Chamberlain, so that...
So the media was present at all the stages?
Yes, so that what we're saying here could be well explained, because anybody could come out and say, oh, they brought policemen from East and they brought policemen from West. Don't forget that we have one Nigeria police, and if they have problem, if they have need for policemen to assist them in doing anything, the commissioner will call for it. And if that happened, and at the end of the day, we had a free, fair, and credible election concluded, then kudos to the Nigeria police. But unfortunately, while that one was going on, somewhere, somehow, along the line, somebody whose responsibility was not to announce result did that. I'm going to show you something. Now, these are the 11 results issued at the ward level, like I told you just now, the process. Issued at the ward level to our councillorship candidate. By ESIEC. You can look at it. By ESIEC.
Did the returning officer have a hand in this?
You have 11 returning officer for Esan Northeast local government.
Okay.
I hope that was just now. I hope we understand the process of getting the local government election right. If we do, then what I'm saying here will make meaning to you. Now you have 11 ward returning officer whose duty and responsibility is, first of all, to declare the ward result. That's what I have here. And also to declare the chairmanship result at that point, which they did. Having done that, they issued this result. A copy to PDP, a copy to police, a copy to APC members who were there. And these people, the 11 of them, were now going to the assumed collecting center.
Where was this?
This, like I said just now, ESIEC refused to provide one. You must ask Ogo where that result was collated. It's shameful.